EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Wizards of San Diego taking on the Condors of San Antonio. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The drive starts with a run by White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down, here's White. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
In motion right, that's Hamler. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
On the return is Kirk. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Here's 2nd and 3. Mitchell now off the option. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Keon White got in there for the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Returning it, here's Hamler. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. 58 yards, the distance covered on the punt return. And the Wizards are on the board first here this afternoon.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shot. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3rd down and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate. They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Kirk now, the return man. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A carry here for the big tight end. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
It sort of looks like there's still some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he stopped immediately there. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
70 Timber, 19 Lions. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready, break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And now an audible here into something else.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
18, Pioneer.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 3rd and 10.
70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Riggs. Drop 60, drop 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Come 19, come 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5.
time.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door.
Cardinal. Warriors, 70. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They run straight ahead here with White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Lawrence. Room past the 35.
And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, run!
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
I just think that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Track 60. Rig alert. 19 light.
They'll set up a throw. Running this slant, and he finds Mitchell. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
65 catch.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. the The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start the drive with White. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 10. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer. Maverick, 60 Maverick, trap 60, 79 Broncos.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Come 19, come 19. Street. Go trap. Ready?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Condors have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Lawrence on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
White, he'll try the left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try the right side here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, Lawrence. This is White on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on first down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Okay, I wish I could say this from experience, but I have talked to people about this. When you've had a big return for a touchdown, the hardest thing to do the rest of the game is to make good decisions, because after you've gotten one, you expect to get another one. In this case, he needed to tamp back the enthusiasm a little bit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
Let's go.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Opting to run again here with White. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence gets this to Fant, and they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. Back to throw. Lawrence
seconds remaining now.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder some, so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his health. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. A final shot now for Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for